Introverted shy men of Reddit, what is the best way to ask you out? How should we know? We didn't even date before. Guess the people who upvoted my comment must be a true introvert. But yeah, this is how I really feel though. Just be direct. There have been a few times that I've had friends point out to me that a girl had been hitting on me after the fact. I don't know enough about women, dating, or flirting to know when a girl is showing genuine interest or just being nice. How direct? Like approach and say, hey, I like you, want to grab a coffee? I don't want the guy to lock himself in a bathroom and refuse to come out until I'm escorted off the premises by a security on sexual harassment charges smiley face. Yes, literally that. Hey, I'd like to take you out for coffee this weekend and get to know you a bit more. That second part is important. I had a coworker take me to Chipotle more than once for lunch, and I always just thought she was being nice. It wasn't until literal years later, oh shit, she was asking me out on date. Or the words could we go on a date sometime, or the words could we go on a date sometime. This, concise and very good. I'm introverted and single. I can't speak for anyone else, but I can tell you what's going on in my own head. It isn't really shyness, because I'm very outgoing once you get to know me. It's more a fear of rejection, combined with a low self-image that makes that rejection seem inevitable. I'm on dating sites, but I rarely ever reach out to anyone. Not because when looking through profiles I think, I don't like this one because, but she wouldn't like me because. Then there's also the problem of being overly respectful, which has gotten much worse in the #MeToo era. I know, intellectually, that the proper way to get a girlfriend is to ask 20 girls out, and when one says yes, then that's a success. But if I did that, I would feel so guilty about having been the creepy, annoying guy who bothered 19 women and made them uncomfortable. So I don't. I see a pretty girl, and I wonder what it would be like to get to know her, and then I walk away feeling depressed. So I agree with what a lot of people here are already saying, to be direct. Take the goose walk out of it. Make it clear that you're interested, and that if his interest reciprocated yours, you would not be offended. Do that, and you may find that you've removed the obstacle. Edit. Thanks for the gold. If I can add one more element to my story, I'm 49 years old. I was married for 25 years, and during that time, I was fine. All of these issues were dormant. I had dealt with them as a teenager, but then I met a woman who made the first move, and things were great for a long time. I even forgot that these things were part of my personality. But now I'm 4 years divorced, and all my insecurities and hesitations are back. Sad to report, you don't outgrow them. You are who you are. Mirrors aren't supposed to be this reflective. Not in front of other people. This right here. Ask me in front of my friends, and I'm either saying I'm taken or I'm gay. Don't make me have to have game and have it in front of people. The real estance are here. Can't believe how far down I had to go to find this. I'm gilding it for goddamn awareness. Not in front of other people. Introvert-based discomfort scales exponentially with every person in the room. If in public, it'd be an automatic shutdown on pure reflex to end the awkward encounter as soon as possible before anyone notices. Another aspect, I have low self-esteem, and if you ask me out in public I'd assume it was some kind of prank to humiliate me. I'm an extroverted guy, so I don't relate to the not in front of people part, but I will say that most guys are asked out so infrequently that, if/when it does happen, we are likely to assume it's not even genuine, especially if under, say 25 years old. Just give us some food. Say you have more back at your place. Love this, smiley face. I'm starting to feel like a malnourished dog. You are, good boy, you are. Just ask directly, hey, would you like to go out sometime? Literally as simple as that. I wish so hard that people would do this. I have almost no friends, and whenever I try to plan time with people it seems like I always find the least convenient times to be free. Either people really hate spending time with me, or I have the worst timing in the world. It's probably the first thing. Personally, I have zero ability to pick up on hints or flirting of any kind. I generally don't even realize if something I'm saying or doing could be construed as flirting. My wife took the direct route by getting me in a private situation and kissing me. That was direct enough for me to figure out. Anything short of that, or coming straight out and asking me to take her on a date, and I probably would never have realized how she felt. I'm dense like that, in some ways. I met my GF at a bar, and we only ever met again because her 4'0" friend threatened to beat my ass if I didn't call her the next day. Wow, that's a stellar friend, no cap. Threatened to beat my ass if I didn't call her the next day, and that kind of shit would just make me leave. All about context. I love that half the comments in here are self-deprecating humor. These are my people. Lang party boys. No, that would involve social interaction. Well yes, but actually no. Please don't just drop subtle hints, it confuses us. We are simple creatures who just want to have someone to cuddle with. Yep. I'm 52% sure that the girl I like is somewhat interested in me, but there's no direct communication about it. Some people might say that I should just take the chance, but I can't. If she asked me, it would be an instant yes, but the second I think about asking her, I get anxious and unable to talk/act naturally. Even if I happen to pick up on certain hints, I don't like making assumptions about what they mean, because I've been wrong oh so many times before. I'm about 80% sure that my work crush wouldn't mind going out for a coffee with me, but I'm still struggling to know whether she's showing genuine interest or if she's just really nice. She's also socially awkward, so that muddles things a little. Till girls are actually interested in introverted guys. They're just asking to avoid accidentally asking one out. Outstanding move. This is beyond science. I'm going to a movie. You're coming with, right? A bunch of us will be too shy to say no. We'll say yes, because we feel like we are being put on the spot, and then no show out of anxiety, and later ignore any texts or calls we get from you like the plague, because it makes us feel cornered and threatened, because we know we lied about going, and that you will bring that up. Eventually you will think we hate you, but in reality we think you hate us. Lol, I'd be married with kids by now, if this wasn't me. Despite my anxiety, I have too much pride to not go. Be friendly without any red flags. Story time. When I was a teenager, a girl approached me in a library with a hokey story about collecting names and phone numbers of library users. This was intended to be charming, but it just signaled dishonesty to me. She had brought along her younger sister to listen in and smirk. Strike 2. Every couple of minutes, she would get up, return to a literal circle of friends, and they would audibly discuss every single word of our conversation, effectively negating any sense of intimacy. I decided it was some kind of cruel prank whose full nature I just hadn't figured out. By the time she told me she liked me and wanted to spend time with me, I had fully hardened my heart against her. I'm in this photo and I don't like it. Untag me right now. Ask in person, in private. Be direct and to the point, and make sure you establish that it's a date. Want to go on a date with me this Saturday? Is pretty clear and to the point. This TBH. I'm as dumb as a rock when it comes to picking up on hints, and won't even try when to pick up on them on the chance I get it wrong. We live in the #METOO area, mind you. You're gonna have to corner me and block the exits. This is when I will try and go into my fight or flight response. If you are quick enough you will be able to tackle and hold me down, which will give you enough time to ask me directly. I may not accept it's genuine at first, but be persistent. It also helps if you are a forward/aggressive girl. I only understand that a woman is romantically interested if she physically restrains me and starts sucking my dick. Show interest. Show intent. Pick an activity that you are sure he would like, or certainly would not be scared of making a fool of himself in front of you. A movie date would be my general suggestion. But if you know the guy's into something in particular, that would be better, especially if he could show you his love of a hobby to you. To make him more confident that he would enjoy it, take control and ask, but discreetly when only the two of you around. If getting to even that stage is tricky, suggest doing something very neutral and on-date first, like, oh, I fancy a coffee, shall we go and get one? Get the person used to one-to-one interaction with you. You don't need to keep talking, by the way. Just being with someone can be enough of a hurdle to overcome. Smile, make it clear you like him, and think him nice. When you come to asking on a date, do as much prep as you can. before you explicitly ask. For example, if you were to ask him on a movie date, check first if he has seen the film, thinks he would like it, and what he is doing at the weekend. Once it seems reasonable that the practicalities are he could go with you, then say you would like to see, and would he like to come with you. In summary, make him feel wanted, he can trust you. Minimize any reasons for no, then ask. Ask again later. If he says no the first time out of fear, good luck. Oh, I fancy a coffee. Shall we go and get one? Yes. A coffee arouses my taste buds. Please briefly excuse me whilst I grab my monocle and top hat. Shall I grab my opera glasses? It would surely appease me to watch a show